Many times I felt like that I actually didn't, even though I was friends with everybody, I didn't fit into specific circles. Like I just didn't. Like there were all kinds of different, like I want to say like cliques and stuff. And although I was like with every one of them, I wasn't with any of them. Did I answer the question? See how I'm all over the place?
You answered more than the question.
I did?
Yeah. I think that was really good, yeah. I like that part at the end. Because I think that that's something like a lot of people struggle with, especially at a young age, because they don't want to feel left out. Or
well, tell me what they do, and then I could tell you what my wisdom is towards it. Instead of like trying to make me think, if you said, you know what, kids struggle with this.
Well, I would, like going off of like, you have to like prune sometimes. Like you want something so bad, but like you're with a flock, like your friends that just are pulling you back, like pulling you down, like let's go out every single night, let's do all this stuff instead, let's spend all this money on food and stuff, but you really want to like go work out, you really want to get all your homework done, you really want to start like learning about this so you can go like and start your own business.
Yes.
And like I think that's something kids struggle with a lot because they don't want to feel left out.
Or the peer pressure or anything like that. One of the things that I can say is we weren't born to fit in. We were born to stand out. And I tell that statement over and over because it's true. And it's okay. Sometimes when you are with a group of friends or a group of people, trust me, throughout my life, I've had to prune and it was heartbreaking or, it was very uncomfortable, but I had to because it's like that weight sometimes that, and nobody's trying to do it, I don't think, out of like maliciousness or anything else like that. You just start growing out of specific maybe circles or friends that you're with, and that's okay. That should be a true sign that you're actually getting ready, like again, I'm going to say going to the next level, because you're becoming more mature. And with that maturity comes in with wisdom, and when you start going through different things, you start learning a lot more, and you place that into understanding and knowledge, and that's all. Knowledge is power, and it just keeps going in all these different directions of upward. But when you are surrounding yourself or letting that fear overtake you of like having the peer pressure, needing to do these things because everybody else is, it can overtake you, and you could feel so overwhelmed, and you'll feel out of place. And sometimes like many times I felt like that I actually didn't, even though I was friends with everybody, I didn't fit into specific circles. Like I just didn't. Like there were all kinds of different, like I want to say like cliques and stuff. And although I was like with every one of them, I wasn't with any of them. Like I was still like on my own. Like I always had this feeling that I was just like, what's wrong with me? Or what's this? Or why didn't I feel like I was like actually put in the perfect place of where I needed to be? And that's one of the things that I set out in life to do, is to make sure I surrounded myself and found the right people. And I have to say this one thing, that everybody on my team I absolutely love so much. And I always say we're like the misfits, because we all come together and we all have different things, but we're like perfectly fit. And so I'm at so much peace right now, and I know that's possible for anybody. Like it really is. It just depends on how bad you want it, how much you work towards it, and really too, like what your willpower is. Because I always say those who want it bad enough will go get it. Like and whoever will get it, it's who wanted it bad enough. And you have to do a lot of different sacrifices, and you have to do a lot of different things that maybe you wouldn't want to do, or you got to leave your friends behind sometimes, or, you have to make these decisions and choices to give up a lot of the other things that are going on around you, depending on how bad you want it. But then again, like all those other people are not going to have what you have, in the end, and through the journey and everything, because that's what makes you unique, and that's what makes you stand out as an entrepreneur and pretty much everybody else, because it's just something different within inside of you. So I would say anybody who's feeling down and out about whatever feelings they have, or not fitting in, or wanting to go forward and wanting to do this, or wanting, thinking it's a crazy idea, or just something that's out there, chase it, pursue it, And in the meantime, while you're doing all these other things, do them to the best of your ability, because if you do get to that point where you do take the leap and you jump off and you become an entrepreneur, or you say, you know what, I am going to establish this business, I'm going to do this, then all those other things that you're doing to the best of your ability will show you exactly what you need to do, and they'll always come up in a ton of different situations. And you'll be able to look back and say, this is why I did this, or this is why I couldn't have done this, or, you know, I'm so happy that I didn't go to that party that one night, because you know what, I ended up meeting and running into this great contact who was telling me about another thing. And, you know, I think every time you give up something or you do a sacrifice or something, it opens the door for something really good to come in. And though we can't see it, and though we don't know where it's coming from, or maybe it's not going to happen overnight or anything, but if you keep pursuing it and you keep just, you know, giving everything that you got and moving forward towards it, different things, doors are going to start opening left and right. And I know there's a lot of people that say that, or you think that, or they're just quotes, or they're really true and they're right. But it's people who stay in the race the entire time and they don't give up. And my biggest thing is run your own race. And stop looking to the left or the right or behind. Especially don't look behind. You're only going forward, and the finish line is not back that way. So that's some of my advice.